Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, Miss Daisy, and hello, everyone. So, let me introduce myself first. My name is Fathia Hasanah. I'm from class 1C, and today I would like to do some presentation and explain about the novel called They Both Die at the End. So, first thing first, let me introduce the novel first. So, the title from this novel is They Both Die at the End, and the author from this novel is Adam Silvera, and then the first year of publication is 2017, and the publisher is by Quill Tree Books, and the genre is a young adult and contemporary, and the number of pages is 373. So what is the story about? So they put the at the end the story about two different people who were called by a deadcast. So what is the deadcast? So deadcast is a company or a website that will call you will send you a death call that they will tell you that you're going to die in next 24 hours, but they don't tell you about how you're gonna die and when you're gonna die. They just told you that you're gonna die in next 24 hours, and you have to say goodbye to the people that you love, like that. So the story begins in 5th September at dawn. So the first one who received a call from a deathcast is Mateo Torres. So what kind of a guy Mateo Torres is? So Mateo Torres is a very nice guy. Is a very calm. Is a very introvert person. And after he received a call, he decided to stay in on his apartment. And then he also has a father, but he's in coma after because of an accident. He has been 2 weeks in hospital because of in coma. And then the reason why he's on his last day, he not going to in hospital because he felt guilty about the accident, and he also felt guilty because what if uh, his dad reaction after that he's gonna see his son for very for forever. And then after that, he on his last day, Mateo, he planned to write some letters to people that he loved, like from his family, and then he also write down the letter for the future Mateo. So he just staying on his apartment for about in half a day. In half a day, he only just sleep and playing games. So the second one who got received a letter and the call from the deadcast is a Rufus Emerio. So who is a Rufus Emerio? Rufus Emerio is an adventurous man, the fearless man. Like he has nothing to lose, and he also not have an option to. He just so when he's received a call from a deadcast, he got chased by police because he is beating up a man. So the man he beating up is Pac. So who is Pac? So Pac is a new boyfriend of Amy's. So Amy's is Rufus' ex-girlfriend. So and then when he's received a call, he's chasing by a police. But then his reaction is just like, okay, he has nothing to lose. I'm all ready for that, like that. So he's also an orphan. After that, but he still have a group friends like Tago, Malcolm, and Jen, and he has a group called the Pluto. And then after that, he also saying goodbye to his ex girlfriend Amy. So after they texting each other, so they decide to meet each other in the real life, and then uh, at 30 a.m. at 3 a.m. maybe it's around 3 a.m. So Rufus arrives at Matthew's apartment, and then they rejoin their life by riding a bicycle. And then the first place that they went to is Matthew's father's hospital. In a hospital, they meet Matthew's best friend, she's Lydia's beggars, and then they visit a Mike Moment Fertile station. So they go skydiving, and after that, they goes to um, Matthew's mother's graveyard, and beside Matthew's mother's graveyard is a place that grave that already being dug for Matthew, and he's kneel down and he said to his mother's grave that he will be joining her really soon. He will be joining her mother in heaven, and then after that, Matthews and Rufus leave from the graveyard. They went to a lot of places like World Travel Arena and also the Hudson's River. And after that, they were going to clean graveyard parties. So what is clean graveyard parties? The clean graveyard parties is a club for deckers or people who got some situations like Rufus and Matthew. And then they were spinning around, they're singing around, and they're dancing around. But at that time, Peck was show up with his gang, and Peck was about to shoot Rufus, but gladly they were free, and they already run to Matthew's apartment. And then after that, so they decide to staying on Matthew's apartment. They were taking a nap, and also they're sharing each other's. And after that, Matthias was wake up from nap, and then he about to make some tea, and but he goes to ignite the gas stove, but unfortunately the gas stove was burned, and the flame goes everywhere, especially Matthew's body. He's dead instantly, and a moment later, Rufus wake up, and he just found out that Matthew's already dead. After that, he devastated about Matthew's death, and then after Rufus saying his final goodbye to Matthew's corpse, so he walks out from the Matthew's apartment while he's listening to Matthew's voice, put on his headphones and crossing across the walk, but not checking the car first. And then that is the ending for the Day Die at the end. Yeah, I really enjoy the story, so the character and the emotional between the characters. Like they have a different problems, they have different backgrounds for it, and I think it's a highly recommended book if you want to read some book that a very light story, but also have a moral story about it. And then I think the characters is really good. And the part that I don't like from this book is maybe he there is a lot of slang word that maybe I don't understand. And then the plot was kind of fast at first, but and there are also harshing words and there's so many cursing words. So I think it's not recommended if put it in university library, I guess. But I do recommend this book if you want to read some light story, not too weight story, but has a moral story, it's a deep moral story about it. And the best part from this book, I think, when they went to the World Travel Arena. So World Travel Arena is a place that you can virtual reality experience when you can go around the world, but just in 80 minutes. Well, I think it makes me interesting to go there, and then like they're sharing each other the story in the background about the character is really good. It feels like the difference between them that makes me interesting about it. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for listening about my reviews about the boat at the end. And thank you.